Go street. Viking, 8-6. Hurt. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Here's 2nd and 8. We'll swing this out to Judkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 tight. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18, 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hawk 70. 18 Cardinals. Panther 11. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another save.
The center receiver in motion to the left.
19 yards.
On first down, here's Judkins. And tough slide. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready? 77. Let go.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
16 yards.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer. Trap 60. Ready, right?
They'll set up a throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive. INT.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jensen good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
looking to put a drive together.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Lions.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk
First and
70.
10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions are 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. There we
First
go.
and 10 at the 25-yard
Cougar
line.
19.
Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. From the 24 now. Here's a second down and 9. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Cybert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Saints first down.
On the zone read, this is Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Once again, Judkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
He's brought down by
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
brings up 3rd and 5.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on, come on. 19 target, 19 target. Check.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
40, 70, 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 19 tight.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Riggs. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Lions, first down.
Check, Panther.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he's able to make the play.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Now a second and 10.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go now. 60, Panther 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jahmyr Gibbs, 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Now as they line up and kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle! Get it? 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Second and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cut 19.
In motion, the tight end.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. But the snap will come from the 31 on second and 7.
19. Go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneers.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7.
Buffalo 18, 60 Bison, 6 Dragon 60. Hurt.
Stay at home.
Back to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got it bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
27-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. An extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Now they'll go with a reverse. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Being on some chill. Below 0 to 100. Real cool. Maybe on that rapid.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Come on, come on.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60. Head. Press all 80. 60, flat.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
28, Saints 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
First down, right back to Judkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Another Saints first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Yeah, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of
1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Come on. Set. Back to 60. Big Lion.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of data.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Cameron Dicker for the extra.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Cowboy, Buffalo 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Well, this is caught by Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun they'll give to Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. 70.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 28. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now back to throw. And it is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he Chargers pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They're going to look to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be second down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Gravity lock.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Ooh, what a move. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 32 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 42, Saints 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can put a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Look at the big man rumble. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Viking 18. Ready.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now they'll change things up.
Cowboy 80.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That keeps the score Lions 42, Saints 30.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Reload, reload. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ready, set.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go street. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let go.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this up to about the 40-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hurt.
Now it's Gibbs. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. and kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against, too.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll stay on the ground. And now the ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile,